Hi, this is day 29 of 30 Days of Self-Growth. This is a free 30-day video program to help guide you into deeper levels of personal growth and spiritual transformation. Today I want to talk about self-care, that automatically when we're taking care of ourselves, that is how we let go of stress. That is the stress relief in our life is self-care. My name is Arnie Peterson from Awareness and Health. I'm a hypnotherapist, an energy healer, and a mindfulness spiritual teacher. Now, today with the foundation of self-care, I want to talk about that, how if we're wanting to make changes in our life, lasting changes, we need a supportive environment, a foundation to hold us in place to be able to move through what arises through the steps of making change. And so if we're making change, if we're stepping out of our comfort zone, if we're wanting to bring something new in our life, it's going to bring up emotions and perhaps it's going to trigger us into negative thoughts or old coping mechanisms, subconscious triggers and things like that. And so if we're not at a good place with where we are, how can we handle making that change? So we need a solid foundation here where we are right now within the current comfort zone of where we are to be able to expand our comfort zone. We need to first become emotionally competent where we are with the current things in our life. And then we can expand and step into our comfort zone and beyond it from that point. Because if we try to step beyond where we are, but we're having trouble being where we are, emotionally handling what's going on in our life, how can we move beyond that and add more to our plate? Okay, we just can't do it. It'll just become overwhelming and it'll kibosh all of our attempts and we'll just be right back where we started, going around in circles, dealing with challenging emotions. So it's really important to take care of ourselves and to really understand what that means to create that solid foundation. It's like the tree in the wind, that what holds it in place are the roots in the ground. If it's rooted really well, the wind can blow really heavily and the tree will stay upright and stay rooted. Self-care is the roots, our emotional roots that keep us there. And so we don't get pulled off, so we're able to be with whatever arises through making change. So what is self-care? So I want to pose some ideas here and I want you to add your own. So do you take long enough time to say unwind after work? Okay, do you rest when you're feeling tired? Do you take time for yourself? Do you find a way to get some time for yourself when you really need it? Do you stand up and speak your truth when you really need to do so, when you've got something important on your mind? Do you speak that? Do you take a day off from work if you really need it and really listen to your body when you need that extra self-care? Do you set a boundary? If somebody's stepping over your boundary, do you set the line and say, no, that's not okay? Do you set personal boundaries? Do you feed your body with healthy sustenance and take care of yourself in those kind of ways? Do you do things to support your creative mind, your creative desires and outlets? Do you expand yourself in your mind? Do you connect with friends when you feel that you want to do so? Do you reach out when you feel you want to make a connection? Or perhaps somebody wants your time and you feel you really need to take time for yourself. Do you say no and say, you know what, I need to take time for myself tonight? Do you treat yourself with respect, loving kindness, and patience, and self-love? Do you listen to your body when your body's trying to communicate something to you? Or do you numb and self-medicate and sort of push, your body feelings away? These are all self-care things. So I want you to add your own to that. And I'm going to leave you with a challenge at the end of this for today. And no questions, but this challenge of write out what self-care means to you. Because I gave you some ideas there of what self-care is. So write out on a piece of paper what you think self-care means to you. Okay, that's the first one in the challenge. And the second one is write out a list of the things that you actually do on that list. Do you actually do all the things you think self-care is? Okay, and if there are things that you know are important to do for self-care, but you're not doing them, The question is why, and can you do them? Are you willing to do them? Are you willing to give that gift of self-love and self-care and self-respect to yourself? There's no better time than the present moment. So this is the perfect time to start doing that once you realize how much difference these things make in your life. It's really quite an incredible payback when we start taking care of ourselves. Everything starts getting easier, and really stress doesn't have anything to hold on to when we're grounded in the present moment, when we're taking care of ourselves, when we're loving ourselves, when we're respecting ourselves, when we're listening to our body and our own internal needs. There's no stress. There's nothing to be stressed about. Something happens in life and we're able to be with whatever arises, and we're okay. We're grounded and we're well rooted emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. We're well rooted. So I want to leave you with that today. And there's one more video in the series, and I look forward to seeing you with that. But first, if you like this video, like it and share it, and send me questions and comments and let me know how it's going for you. And I'd love to hear from you. And if you're watching this off of my website, then you can just go to the link down below. It'll take you to my website. You can watch all the videos in a row, and you can look at the description of each video that I've written out, and also all of the questions and challenges are there in the description. So hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.